I'm super excited. Welcome to Baking with Mon. I'm Mon, and today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite recipe, which is macarons. Everyone seems to think that they're really hard to make, really complicated and everything, but they're actually really easy. Once you get your method and once you know what you're doing, it's really easy. You stick to my recipe and everything and you will not have a problem. But if you do have any problems, you can comment. I'll be there to help you through your baking experience. Just let me know how you go. So what we're going to start with is 250 grams of almond meal and 250 grams of icing sugar. I process mine first just to mix it all together. You don't have to sift your icing sugar or anything. Process it together, stick it in a bowl, and then we crack 80 grams of egg whites at room temperature. That's really important. So 80 grams of egg whites and your almond meal. So we will put that in there and we will give that a mix together until it comes into a paste. And we'll also measure out, once we've done this, we'll measure out another 80 grams of egg whites into a mixing bowl. And they also have to be at room temperature, otherwise they will not work. Your macarons will crack. Okay, so you want it to look like that, crumbly. Okay, so I've also got my 80 grams of egg whites in there. And then, so that's your main elements. Okay, and then we grab saucepan and sugar thermometer. I use a glass sugar thermometer. Some people use the electric ones. I always worry about them blowing up. For some reason, you're heating this to a really high temperature. It can be quite dangerous. So I've always used the glass ones for sugar. So you want to put 60 grams of water in first and then 225 grams of sugar. So I'm going to go and heat that. So basically what you do is you put it on the stove, leave it, don't stir it, don't do anything, stir it to begin with, that's it. And then heat it up, and you want to heat it up until it hits about macarons is to be super organized. So whilst I've got my sugar syrup on the stove, I have also got my piping bag ready with just a plain round tip. And I use these silicone mats, not to bake on, but I use them as a guide. So basically I have my silicone mat, I pop my baking powder paper over the top, and then you can pipe your macarons just on the baking paper. It just makes it so much easier. You can get them all the same size. I don't bake them on the silicone mats just because I think that they don't come out as well. Like there's no heat on the tray. The tray is what makes the macarons rise because they get quite hot quite quickly. And mine just don't rise as well on the silicone mat. And I've also got my egg whites in my mixer ready to go, ready to be turned on. So once my sugar syrup hits 115 degrees, then I'll be starting to, I'll just keep an eye on it. I do not leave it. I can't stress that enough. Do not leave the sugar syrup. So it hits 115 degrees and then watch it. As soon as it hits 117, take it off the heat, go to your mixer and add it straight into the mixer. So 115 degrees, sorry, I turn my mixer on at 115 degrees, whisk up your egg whites a little bit. Then as soon as that hits 117 degrees, run straight over to your mixer and pour it all in. So I'll show you what I mean. So that's bubbling away nicely. We are at 115 degrees. So I'm going to go turn my mixer on right now. Here we go, 117 degrees. Pour it all in. Our Italian meringue, if you look, it's a stiff peak and it should hold just like that. That's perfect. So you want this to be about 37 degrees. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my almond meal mixture. It's quite sticky. But I've tried a few different recipes for macarons and I've always found that the Italian meringue recipe has always been the best one. So what you want to do is you want to add about half of your Italian meringue into your almond meal and give that a good mix. This is just to break up the mixture. Mix all of that in. It's a bit hard to start with. A bit firm with it. So you want to do that until it looks like a paste. Okay. Until it looks like that. So then we want to fold in the rest of the mixture, Italian meringue to the almond meal. You can add colouring to the meringue before you beat it all together. So once you've added in your sugar syrup, you can add your colouring. I'm going to do 2 colours today, so this is why I'm just doing it white to begin with. Just makes it a bit easier. Instead of making 2 batches, I'll just do the one and then add the colouring in because I don't need them to be super bright. If you want the real bright or the deep reds, you definitely have to add your colouring in once you've just started the meringue. And you can also add a little bit of colouring into your almond paste as well before you mix them together. So that's for those really bright colours, or especially red and black. Okay, so just mix that all together. So it's looking like that. It's starting to fall a little bit, so it's looking really good. Wash my hands. Okay, so now we're at the stage where you need to beat the air out. So I'm only going to beat it out a little bit. The reason why we beat the air out is so that we can pipe it and so that the macarons won't be left with a peak. They'll be flat. So we need to beat the air out until it's just has the ribbon. I'll show you what a ribbon is, but just so that the ribbon falls. And I'm not going to beat it out completely because I do have to add my colouring in, and that will make it a little bit loose as well. So that's a ribbon. When you put your mixture just like that and it starts to fall into one another. So that's almost there, but I'm going to add half of my mixture into another bowl because I want to do 2 colours. So today I'm doing burgundy and I'm also going to do a royal blue. So the colourings that I use, I use Wilton and I also use AmeriColour. So I have my AmeriColour blue and my Wilton burgundy. So we'll just, I love the AmeriColours because they're a squeezy bottle. They're just so much easier to use. You don't get any mess on your hands or anything like that, whereas the Wilton's can be a little bit messy. So you want to mix those colours in. The macarons will fade a little bit once they're cooked. They won't be as bright. So always go a little bit brighter than what you think. Okay. So that's my burgundy in there. And now I'll just mix my blue. I love this blue colour. It's quite a strong blue. It's really lovely. You only need a little bit of this AmeriColour as well. It goes a long way. Okay. There we go. And that's my blue. So now we get our baking paper and pop it over the mat with the circles on as a template. I'm going to fill up this bag with my macaron mixture. I don't tend to put all of the mixture in at once. I kind of tend to put just as much as I think that I need. I don't want it to come out of the top of the bag. So just fill it up just enough. Squeeze it down, and I always squeeze it out in the bowl just a little bit. So how I want to pipe, I tend to hold my piping bag like so. And then you want to pipe with macarons, you want to pipe straight down and just flick away, just as you're towards the end. So push a little bit and flick away. It just stops it from having that little peak. So this recipe should make about 40 macarons. Exactly the same thing. Fill up the piping bag, not too much. And away we go. I'm just going to slide these on my tray now, like that. Now another really important thing that we need to do is to bang the trays. Just give it a light tap. It should look like that. So they're beautifully smooth, beautifully round, they're all the same size. And now the most important thing is we need to let our macarons sit for a little bit. So they usually take about half an hour, so they need to form a shell on the outside. So I'm going to let them sit for half an hour, and then I'm also going to make my vanilla buttercream, and then I'll be back to show you guys how to fill them. My macarons are out of the oven. They've been in the oven for, I'd say about, I usually put them in between 12 and 14 minutes at 150. So every oven tends to vary a little bit, so just play around with your temperatures, play around with your timing until you get it right. But they've come out perfect. As you can see, they've got the bubbled bit here. The shells are nice and flat. They're soft, they're smooth, they look amazing. So that's my burgundy one, and then I've also got my blue ones, and they look beautiful. They're shiny, they're crispy, they're going to be chewy on the inside. So let's fill the macarons now. So I've just got a vanilla buttercream that I've made up. It's literally just about 125 grams of butter, cup and a half, maybe 2 cups of icing sugar. So you beat the butter, add in your icing sugar slowly, and then I've just added some vanilla bean. But you can do whatever you like. You can have a chocolate ganache, you can have white chocolate ganache, salted caramel. I've done lemon curd ones before. I do a little bit of buttercream around the outside and then fill it with the lemon buttercream. You can pretty much go nuts. Nutella. Nutella is one of my friend's favorites. But yeah, so I'm just doing vanilla today, nice and simple. So just grab your macaron, pipe straight down. So you want it to be like that. Find one that's exactly the same size, squeeze them together, and that's it. Nice and easy. So just go ahead, fill all of your macarons, and you're done. So these will last for about, I usually say about 2 weeks kept in the fridge. And you can also freeze them. They freeze really well. They come out beautifully soft and chewy on the inside. Still, the shells stay amazing on the outside as well. And they last for 3 months in the freezer, so that's really good. They're great. You can have them for parties, you can prep them ahead of time, stuff like that, so it's really good. But yeah, so that's my macaron recipe. Hope you enjoyed my video. And yeah, as I said, this is my first one, so I'm really excited to show you guys everything that I love to do. As I said, like, I'm a pastry chef. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. I love sharing my passion with you guys. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to bake. I really would love your opinion, and I want to, you know, show you things that you're interested in. So yeah, bye guys.